Everywhere you go, everything you see, someone say you know it's a tragedy. Find another place, 'cause you can't play here. Don't put any lips to there. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together. No more mindless empty days.
Good evening, Mr. Cassidy.
You did that on purpose.
Me? No, I was just being polite. Oh, dear. Was you, looking for one of us, was you?
Yes. You, actually.
Me?
I take it you are still what passes for a treasurer of this so-called organisation?
That's right, yeah. Oh, of course, you was wanting a membership form, weren't you?
That's quite enough of your cheek, lad.
All right, Mr. Cassidy. Let's get something straight, shall we? You're not the law around here, and if you think that because of this new arrangement you're going to have me running around saying, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir, then I'm sorry, but you've got another thing coming. Now, can I do something for you?
Yes, I take it that as treasurer you do have an up-to-date list of your members?
As a matter of fact, I have, yeah.
I take it that that list is kept presumably here on the premises?
And if it is?
If it is, I'd very much like to see it, please.
Why?
Because at Mr. Jones' behest, I have to undertake a rational assessment of the accommodation position.
Come again?
With the merger of the two clubs, quite obviously the membership is at least doubled. Well, I have to be sure that this room is going to be big enough. So, unless you have something to hide, I'd rather like to see that list of members, please.
There we are. I think you'll find it all there.
Thank you. That'll be all for the moment.
Here, were you taking my book then?
All right, don't need to worry. You'll be getting it back. In due course.
Right, are we off to this meeting then, or what?
Oh, we've got plenty of time yet. Look, I just want to go and get some fruit gums, right?
Come on, Charlie, it's nearly 7.
Well, what's the rush then?
You heard what little Adolf said, 7 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, and just because he says it, we all have to jump, right?
No, because we all know what he's like, that's why. And if he gets a chance to start the meeting with that, he's going to, isn't he?
That's right, and anything can happen then, can't it?
Yeah, we might all be out of our ears.
Too right. So you're coming, all aren't you?
Look, I'll see you down there, all right?
All right.
Don't want to go.
I'm telling you, go on.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Well, hang on a minute. I thought we was going to have another game.
So, we changed your mind, all right?
Look, Rose, what the hell happened back there?
Look, we just had a few words about my change, that was all.
So what are you so upset for?
Because I don't like being accused of telling lies, do I? Look, I've got to go.
Go.
Home.
But what about the meeting?
I'm not going to the meeting. See you later, all right?
Okay.
Right.
All right, everyone. Have your attention, please. Just one moment. Have your attention, please. Come along, come along. Come along, gather round, quick as you can, quick as you can.
Wait, can you make places my section?
Now, I don't want to have to make a speech. Never does it. But I do think that a few well-chosen words would be appropriate at this juncture. If only about the sort of behaviour and attitude I expect from any club with which I'm associated. Put that into the kind of simple language that even some of you lot can understand.
Sorry.
I'm talking about the 3 big no's. No fighting, no unruly conduct, and above all else, no cheek.
In fact, I've no fun at all, eh?
That's exactly the sort of remark up with which I shall not put. Now, stands to reason that certain administrative changes will have to be made. In fact, I'm here to tell you that as of now, all existing appointments, that's chairman, vice chairman, secretary and treasurer, are hereby cancelled.
But we've always run our own club before.
That's right.
So indeed you shall again, as soon as proper elections have been organised. So, I propose that a meeting to hold such elections be held in this room on Wednesday next at the same time. All right? Right. No, just one, just one more word before I leave you to get on with it. Now, I know that some of you here tonight are familiar with my methods and others are not. Now, to those others, let me offer one simple piece of advice. Look and learn. Observe how well those who know me seem to get on here. That's because they know that the best way to do things is my way. So, if you wish to get on here, or even stay here, you would do well to emulate them. In fact, you're advised to. All right, that's all. Carry on.
Excuse me. I was thinking of having a game of pool. Tell me, which end of the queue does Mr. Cassidy like the chalk going on? This end or this end?
Why don't you ask him?
Well, we've just been told to ask you, haven't we?
Just get lost, will ya?
Hey, can't you see what his game is?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you think I mean? You don't think that last remark of Cassidy's wasn't made on purpose, do you?
Look, Boxer's right. There's nothing he'd like better now for us lot to pass straight into you.
Exactly. Because then he'd have the perfect excuse, wouldn't he? For slinging that slot right out in our ear.
Right, Ralph, I'm off.
All right, Mr. Jones.
You, sure you can cope between you?
Positive.
Right, in that case, I'll see you later.
Good night.
Keep up the good work, my son.
Good night, Mr. Jones. Elections?
That's what he said, yeah.
Blimey, it's not like Cassidy to go in for anything like democracy, especially where kids is concerned.
Yeah, well, perhaps he's mellow, innit?
Yeah. And perhaps we'll get a shield from the stick they've taken up knitting or something. No. Old Cassidy, see, he's a bit like your old crocodile. The time to watch him is when he's grinning at you.
Virgil, tell me something.
What?
Who's that bloke?
Who?
Him over there, look.
Oh, that's Ralph.
Ralph who?
Oh, Ralph Wilson. He's a new attendant round here.
What's it at?
I don't know, he's all right. He's a bit quiet, you know, but he'd let you get on with things in your own way. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering, that's all.
So what do you think he wants us for, then?
I don't know.
So let's find out, shall we?
Oh, it's you two. Oh, come in. Do come in. Well, you're on time, aren't you? Hey, that's good. If there's one thing I do appreciate, it's punctuality. Now, do sit down. I'll just close the door. I'm afraid in this place, walls do rather tend to have ears. Know what I mean? Right. Now, it's Hannah, isn't it? Hannah Lee, yes, and Gerald Barron, yes?
Yeah, right.
Good. Well, I expect you two are wondering what all this is about.
We were a bit, yeah.
Right. Well, let me try to explain. It's a fact of life, you see, that in any given group of human beings, certain ones will automatically rise to the top. They are what we call natural leaders. Well, from what I've observed of you two over the last couple of months, you certainly fit into that category.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, I do. Believe you me, I'm never wrong about such things. Which leads me to my second point, the elections on Wednesday next.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I take it that you do agree with me that it's most important that at that meeting the right people are elected to the right jobs.
Of course.
Good, good. Well, then it's rather up to you two, isn't it? To see that they are.
You mean, rig the elections in some way?
Rig the... Oh, goodness me, no. No, nothing so dramatic. No, that really won't be necessary. Now, I have two books here. This one contains a list of the membership of the official Junior Supporters Club as it now stands, all of whom can be relied upon to vote for their own people, or rather the people that you two, as their natural leaders, tell them to vote for. This other rather grubby document contains a list of the other lot. Now, my point is that thanks to our generous offer of free membership, our list is almost twice the size of theirs. So, if you two can organise a good turnout on Wednesday night, there's absolutely no reason why you can't sweep the board completely.
Hello. That's something, isn't it?
Rose, I think.
Rose?
I haven't seen her since the weekend. Not after that thing in here.
What thing are you?
Oh, it was just something that happened.
Well?
Oh, it's nothing. Look, if you do see her, tell her I was looking for her. All right? I'll see you.
Yeah, all right, see ya.
Girlfriend of yours?
Oh, Charlie? No.
Charlie?
Charlie Masters. It's short for Charlotte.
Ah, I see. Not the Lover's Tiff, then?
No. It's just, we have this mate, see? A kid called Rose.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, she's all right. She's just what you might call a bit of a mystery. Know what I mean?
No, can't say that I do.
Well, you see, the thing is, you just never know quite where you are with her. In fact, between you and me, I reckon there's a lot more to old Rose than meets the eye.
She comes in here a lot, does she?
Well, you know, that's the funny thing. Usually, she's never out of this place. I mean, she puts so much bread into these machines, you get to thinking her old man must have an oil well, something like that. But then, all of a sudden, she disappears, and we never see her again for weeks. And nobody ever finds out why.
Yeah, so?
Just making polite conversation.
So what do you think about what old Cassidy said then?
Well, I think what we need to do is find the Junior Supporters Club and sort a few things out.
What, you mean have a meeting or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Mate? Are you cottage on?
Excuse me, can you move, please? Just have a little chat, all right? Sorry about that. Right. You want to talk? Talk.
It's about this election meeting.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose you know we've got twice as many members as what you've got.
Yeah, we know.
So what would you do? We took over everything, eh?
So what do you think? That'll be us out.
Yeah, and plus we'll be taking our full table and our dartboard and stuff out.
That's why we're here. We don't want you to do that.
No.
No, look, we feel the same way about Cassidy as you do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, are you being honest about that?
Yes.
Don't.
Look, it's true. Listen, in fact, just before this came up, we were thinking of packing it all in anyway, weren't we?
Right.
Yeah, so why didn't you?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
why not? Because if we had, we'd have had to come and join you lot. And you'd have made us dead welcome.
I think we would have done, actually. I mean, let's face it, any enemy of Cassidy's has got to be a friend of ours, right?
Right. So, there's your answer. We would have done.
Yeah, so what about this election meeting then?
Yeah, well, the way we see it, Cassidy wants you lot out.
Oh, so tell us something we don't know, eh?
But we don't.
Why not?
Because if we join forces with you lot, that'll make us twice as strong to deal with Cassidy, right?
Hey,
Right.
So, you've got a plan for dealing with him, have you?
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Rose, hi. Well, you've been out just in the past couple of days. Oh, I had a lot of homework to do, you know. Everything all right? Of course, why?
Well, why do you think? You didn't half wish away Sun that the other night.
Yeah, well, I suddenly remembered something I forgot to do for my mum. I mean, if I hadn't done it, when she got in, she would have killed me.
Oh, so what happened between you and that bloke then? Which bloke? You know, the new one, down at outer space. Wilson, is it?
I told you. He just had a few words about me change, that was all.
No, he tried to shortchange you then, did he?
I never said that.
You said you did. I just naturally thought that.
Yeah, well, it was all a misunderstanding on both sides.
Sorry. You know him then, do you?
Of course not. Why should I?
Shall be astounded by the art of pooling. All you do, you place them all down. You place the cubes.
Everything all right?
Ready when you are, Mr. Cassidy.
You hit.
All right, everyone. Let's have your attention, please. Come along now. Settle down.
Yes, sir.
Settle down, all of you. Come along. That's right. Now, shouldn't take very long. We have 4 officials to appoint. That's the chairman, vice chairman, secretary and treasurer, together with 3 others that go to make up the committee. Late again, are we? Right. Now, I think we'll start with the chair. Are there any nominations for chairman, please? Yes, you wish to make a nomination, do you?
I wish to nominate Boxer Reed as chairman.
Boxer Reed.
And I want to second it.
Do you have any other nominations? No other nominations? Oh, come along. Surely there must be somebody else.
So that means that Boxer's the new chairman, right?
But if there are no other nominations, obviously it does. Quiet! Please, quiet! This is a public meeting, not a football match.
Unfortunately.
Will you please refrain from making any further facetious remarks? Now, the post of secretary. Yes, Glossop, you wish to make a nomination, do you?
No. It's, more point of order, really, Mr. Well, whatever it is you're supposed to be now.
I am acting chairman, actually.
Ah, precisely my point, Mr. Cassidy. See, if you see what I mean, you're what you might call just a bit obsolete now, aren't you?
Obsolete?
Well, I mean, as acting chairman. I mean, now we've got a proper chairman here. We don't need no acting one anymore, do we?
Yes, well, that's a valid point, I suppose, though somewhat ill put. Not to say premature, because I was just about to make the same point myself.
I am sorry, Mr. Cassidy. Only I just thought that you were about to go on to the nomination of secretary.
Yes, well, we all know what thought did, don't we, Glossop? Right. Well, as I was about to say, I will now, of course, hand the meeting over to your newly elected chairman, Boxer Reed.
Thank you, fans. Now, I don't want to make a speech, of course. Because I don't know about you lot, but there's nothing I find more boring than sitting through dreary old meetings. Am I right?
You're right, yeah.
So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try and create a new world record here and get through the rest of this meeting in about 2 minutes flat, OK?
Yeah.
Now, listen, I do just happen to have with me a purely by coincidence, a list of the other nominations. And they are as follows. Secretary, Hannah Lee. Well done, Hannah. Not a bad choice. The Treasurer, Judd Pryor. I don't know how you got that one. Vice Chairman, Rupert Barron. Well done, Rupert. And the committee, it seems to be now, Muggsy Moran, Charlie Masters, and Carol Forrest. There you go. Now, listen, are there any other nominations for any of these positions? No. Right, in that case, I declare all these nominations carried in the election over. Right. No. Shh. Just one final thing before I retire to the pool table and give one of you like the thrashing of his life. Do you think we should just offer a small vote of thanks here to Mr. Cassidy, who obviously went to so much trouble and time to make sure that tonight's election was all quite fair and above board?
Yes. Yeah. And I'll second that.
Yeah.
And now about 3 cheers for good old Mr. Cassidy.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Right, any other business?
No.
Great, that's the end of tonight's meeting. Yes, cheers.
Very clever. Very clever.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cassidy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know. And you know as well as I do that that meeting was fixed from beginning to end.
It's funny, isn't it? Because nobody seemed to mind if it was. And anyway, if you felt that strongly about it, why didn't you bring it up at the meeting? Of course you couldn't, no, could you? I mean, not being a member yourself, like.
You'll find out just what I am and what I am not before you're very much older, my lad. Just you wait and see. And as for you two, you've made a big mistake with tonight's work. Very big mistake.
Right then, do you fancy a game of Scramble down outer space?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a game, but not down at outer space, though.
Why? What's up with outer space all of a sudden?
Nothing, it's just all the stuff they've got in there is dead old-fashioned now, isn't it? There's this new place in town. Do you fancy trying there for a change?
Yeah, why not?
I am teaching them the noble art of calling.
Yeah, where you going?
Look, we're just going to nip down this new place, Space City. We've seen a bit, right?
Yeah. Hey, what's that space? Charming.
Hey, listen, who am I playing there now?
Whoever's on the table, mate, when it comes your turn.
Do you want another game?
Hardly, I'm broke.
I'm not. £5 on a Wednesday? You won the pools or somewhere? Look, I just want to get it changed, all right?
Look, I told you I'm broke.
So don't worry, I'll lend you.
I'll see you in a minute, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Everything you see, someone say you know it's a tragedy. Find another place, 'cause you can't play here.